What is human trafficking? We tend to think of human trafficking just as sex trafficking, but as horrific as that act is, and not to diminish that in any way, human trafficking encompasses so much more. It can occur in all sectors of society, from industry to farming to private homes. It crosses all nationalities, ages, and genders. Anytime someone is forced, coerced, or lied to in order to get them to do something that they would otherwise not do, then holds them captive by threats of force, debt manipulation, withholding of pay, confiscation of identity documents, psychological coercion, reputational harm, manipulation of the use of addictive substances, threats to other people, or any other form of coercion. It's human trafficking. While the word trafficking makes it sound like there must be some kind of abduction for this crime to occur, that's not true either. A person can be held hostage by threatening to damage their reputation while they live in their own home and go to school or work every day. One of the most disturbing stories I read while preparing for this was of a high school girl who had had sex with a boy at her school. He told her afterwards that he would tell her parents if she didn't have sex with all his friends. She was so ashamed of herself and so scared to confess to her parents that these boys abused her until they were discovered. Another story that really sticks with me is the story of a young woman from the Philippines who was hired as a nanny by a couple in New York. They paid her travel expenses, offered her a significant wage, told her they would help her get a work visa and whatever else. When she arrived, they took her ID and her other documentation, refused to pay her, and when they decided they weren't happy with her, fired her without giving her any way to get home. Both of these are considered human trafficking. Please make yourself aware of the signs and signals of those being trafficked and what to do if you suspect trafficking by going to the National Human Trafficking Hotline website.